live now, though.
I'm going to have to...
We're just doing a mic check, is all. Mic check.
We're just doing a mic check, folks.
Get that thing out of your mouth.
God damn it.
You can have it in your mouth. I'm just kidding, Perfekt. You want to talk like you have like a cigar in your mouth? He's got one too. What is this? Everyone's got a phallic symbol in their mouth. Except Trending. Yeah, except for the guy who wants the phallic symbol in his mouth.
I should start my stream then.
You can. We're just doing a mic check. You can fiddle.
Mute that, that's for sure.
Well, I'll do it now. You guys are going to hear this, so you know.
It's okay. People on the stream can hear it.
I'm going to close this. This is awkward looking.
Then we laugh at them.
What are you streaming to? Are you streaming to?
I'm gonna laugh at you.
What are you streaming to the radio?
No, laugh at them.
All right, it's going to start.
Be quiet so we can hear it. What? I don't hear anything yet.
I don't either.
Okay.
I don't hear anything. I never understand why the camera's always flipped.
Me either. It's backwards.
Because it's looking at you.
But you're looking at me on Skype as well.
All right, so this is DJ Beer Live, broadcasting from Ottawa, Canada, and I'm currently on the Geekdomo stream, or something like that. So if you're tuned in right now, 11, you can also go to twitch.tv/Geekdomo and watch the video feed at the same time. So you're going to hear us for what? How long is this going to last, Geek?
7 hours.
I need more beer.
Yeah. About 2 hours. We talked for about 2 hours.
2 hours, all right. And then after this, there's going to be another DJ right on air at the base. A new DJ Raul Duke. And I'm going to stop the music. And then, you know, we're streaming now, guys. That's it.
Come on over. Hang out.
What?
We're live.
We are live.
We are live.
Oh shit. I forgot everything.
Well, you're
that we were
perfect.
gonna do.
Oh.
Yeah.
You forgot how to do our show? It's pretty much just us shooting the shit for 2 hours.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Okay.
Hey, Jaron. How you doing, man?
So, everyone, the mic is... our mics are working?
It looks
Yeah.
that way.
I think so.
It looks that way?
It
Or
looks
it sounds that way.
I was going to say, I didn't know if it could look that way. So, I hear the CNC Music Good Times. CNC Music Factory. What is that you're eating, Core?
This is waffle sticks.
Waffle sticks. The smoking has not done anything to try to
Are
get
they
the
like
round,
grapes?
long, cylindrical things out of your mouth. You're eating waffle sticks? Pretzels?
This is what you would stick on top of an ice cream cone or something.
Yeah. Motocross guy, what is this? I don't know what this is.
See,
but-
I would put ice cream on top of an
Yeah,
ice
I
cream
would too.
cone, but maybe that's just me, you know?
Could be.
Well, maybe not an ice cream cone, but you stick this on top of a sundae, you know, fill it up with whipped cream or something. I don't know.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and start the show. And then, Motocross guy, you'll find out exactly what this is right about now.
Don't run.
What the
Don't
hell?
be scared.
It just stopped.
Well, be scared, but don't run.
What's that? What happened?
In another time. In another dimension. Bearded warriors. Trapped in an eternity of vapid space. Doomed to wander the galaxy. void. This is StarCast.
There we go. I still hear the music though. Somebody's got somebody's got their thing still going.
Ain't me. It's not me.
I muted mine.
Yeah.
I'm muted.
Good boys. Good boys. Hey, hello and welcome everybody to StarCast, a Star Citizen podcast. We're going to be talking some stuff tonight. We have we have our special guest of the evening, Mr. Ricko. Hello, Ricko.
Hello. Hi.
Hi.
So, Ricko, you're the DJ in charge, head MFAC guy over at the Base radio station, right?
That's correct, sir.
And tell us a little bit about the Base, if you would.
It's an online radio station that runs 24/7. It's licensed, so we can play any music we want. It's launched officially on the 3rd of January, but really it launched in the late December. Right now we're looking at maybe we're 5 DJs starting to line up. Right now, currently my show on Fridays is the only official show, but there's one playing tonight as well, so this will be its first.
Great.
And apart from that, well, we're just a radio station that gives away like any other radio station, and the motto is to be Star Citizen's premier online radio station. So.
And you're going to work out a deal where you can get your show put on all the ships while we're flying. Is that right?
Yes. Obviously, it has to. Plus banner behind it, everything.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Pricing.
So, a little bit of neat information right now, guys. We are dual simulcasting right now. We're not only streaming on Twitch, but we're also streaming to Ricko's channel on the Base.
That's correct.
We are two-timing whores right now.
We are whores. We are whores. And our viewership will go up by at least 5. Well, because we just don't have any viewers ever. No, I'm just kidding. We got lots of people tonight.
Look, we got double the viewers we had last week, and that's, saying something.
That's saying something right there. We are excited about this week. We have some great stuff to talk about. We're not as vapid as we usually are. I don't know what we're going to do with not being as vapid, but... all right, so... Okay, we already did the special guest intro. So where are you located at?
I'm located in Ottawa, Canada.
Ottawa, Canada?
Yeah, in Canada, eh?
Canada.
But I'm actually on the French side of things. I'm in Quebec, but right across the border. So I'm French-Canadian. I don't have a big accent, so it's kind of hard for some people to notice that. But yeah, that's what I'm...
But do you speak Quebecois?
Oh, oui, je parle québécois très bien.
Very nice.
Very nice.
What ships do you own right now? How many millions of ships do you have in your hangar?
I have a Cutlass, a Super Hornet, a Constellation, and right now I have a Avenger that's sitting in the hangar, which is not mine. It's going to be given away on Friday.
Right, so you guys give giveaways. You have giveaways.
That's right. Yeah, we gave away a Cutlass on the first show. Last week we gave a $25 gift card. And this week we're going to give away an Avenger. After that, it's going to be 2 $25 gift cards. And the show after that, or maybe later, it's going to be, we have another donation coming in of a freelancer.
Very nice.
Very.
I very much like this. Thanks, Zane. Zane just put up a link where you can find the Base radio station. And I love online radio stations. I worked for one for a while when I was doing some Guild Wars stuff. And it's a lot of fun. You get involved with the community. And people can probably call up or like Twitter to you or something, request songs, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we have a request system. I haven't turned it on because down the first we kind of broke it. We kind of broke it.
Oh, you broke it? Okay.
Yeah, we broke it because I got like 300 emails about it. So.
And they all wanted to hear some really crazy stuff that you probably didn't have.
I was Mickey Mousing a system to take in some contest entries using the request system.
Right.
Yeah, severely.
And I guess you have a lot of requests for Bieber from Mr. Bod.
If I ever have a Bieber song on my radio station, I'm going to eat a sock.
Nice.
Not going to happen.
Oh, we need to talk to Rule Duke, and we need to make him play a fucking Justin Bieber song on your radio station.
They're calling me Lemon Beard because I have this new beard moisturizer that smells like lemons.
Wait a minute. They who?
Mr. Lamberger in the chat.
How can he smell your beard?
Because I talked about it earlier on my other stream. Can you guys do this to me, Equinox stream at the same? I know. I'm sorry. For those not knowing what we're talking about, EverQuest Next Landmark is EverQuest Next. The whole staff is going to come on with a live stream right now while we're doing this one, basically exposing a lot of stuff that they've just been hiding for a long time. So I really feel bad that we just postponed this to tonight, but I didn't know they were even going to do that. Otherwise, we could have postponed this to a different time. But
we would be there watching them expose themselves right now.
Yeah, because Trendane would love to see some people there expose themselves. And there'd be a couple I wouldn't mind seeing expose themselves either. All right, yes, questions. If you guys have any questions, please ask them. Put the word question in brackets, and our moderator, Mr. Bod, will grab them up and put them into the chat for us. And then we can answer them as best we can. We are not developers. We're just rabid fans with too much time on our hands, and we just totally BS our way through this entire show.
Yes. Generally,
yeah. At 75 viewers, Ricko will eat a sock.
No, he said the sock.
The sock, yeah.
sock.
Which sock is it? The
singular.
sock?
It's the sock, the one that has been used.
You mean this one?
Yeah, that sock.
Oh, given some of the things we've talked about with that no.
That would be bad. Let's not go there.
However,
let's not go there yet.
However, if you want to do some really awesome Foley work, if you ever need to do really awesome Foley work, take a pair of pantyhose, fill them with
marbles.
No.
Celery.
I mean that's good too, but no Jello. And just, it makes some amazing sounds.
Oh.
Just saying.
Okay.
Kind of like the sound when I do when I roll over in bed. Is that what you say?
We gotta go. Motocross guys
oyster.
asking me to explain the Star Citizen stuff. Well, Star Citizen is an online MMO. It's going to be coming out probably in the next 7 years. It's slated to come out within the next year, but knowing the track record of one of the guys who's building it.
One of the guys?
The guy.
The guy.
It might be a little bit longer than a year.
Until they kick him off.
The basic premise of the game is it harkens back to the old days of space sims where we all flew around in Freelancers and Privateer and all these other different types of games like that. It combines it all together in the most amazing, massive MMO that's ever been made. And it's unabashedly a PC title. So basically it's being made for us PC gamers. Yes, some release in 7 years is confirmed. I will confirm that right now. Oh, I got it. We'll get to the questions. I'll just wait. We'll get to the questions soon with trademark. Yes, and redact that shit. Okay. All right. So let's get on to our first topic of the night, which is Trendane's new digs.
Oh, I thought we were going to do 10 from the chairman, which fed directly into what I was.
Okay, well then let's do the 10 for the chairman then. I didn't make a title for that, so.
Well, I mean, one of the questions that was read in, somebody was asking if that I think it was the $5 million stretch goal that they were going to make a kind of a tablet companion app thing for it, and they asked if they were going to do just iOS or Android kind of thing. And given the fact that this is a PC only game, I'm like, why would you do iOS in that case? Was what immediately came to mind, but.
Well, it's the two most popular phones out there, so I guess,
Yeah, I would like to point out that everyone at my office has a fucking iPhone, even though they all use PCs. I mean, it's not... They don't have an iPhone because, it's really their choice. They were just gifted an iPhone from the company. So
you might as well use it.
Yeah. I think, limiting people based on the choice of their phone would be a little bit,
Racist. Wow.
Yeah, pretty much.
Are they going to support BlackBerry?
Well, if they do, then everybody at EA can actually get involved too.
Wow, they're still on BlackBerry? Seriously?
I don't know. They were when I was working on Spore.
Motocross guy says, "Is it playable at all right now?" No. You can run around. You can run around a hangar, and you can shoot some guns, at your wall on your hangar. But that's about it. But that's
look
okay.
Look at some ships and get in and out of them and sit in the seats and
pretend. And I do this. I go pew pew pew. I do this all the time in my hangar.
But what you have to do is you have to go through multiple times in third-person view and record like a bunch of clones on the ship and then stitch all the video together and overlay them so that you've got like 6 clones all working on a cutlass at the same time.
How's the stream for everybody? Siberian just said he's got Twitch.
It.
No, Twitch. Not you. The people that are watching.
You said everybody.
Yeah, it looks fine on my end.
Okay, cool.
Fine for me.
Okay, just so then it's just you, Siberian. I'm sorry. But earlier today when I was streaming my DayZ show, people were saying that my stream was a bit clunky too. So I just hope it wasn't me. I could fix it, but not right now.
All right, so if you want to talk about my digs.
Yes, okay, so let's now move on to Trendane's new digs.
And then we'll come back to the other thing. So this guy, some dude, can't even be bothered to remember what his name is right now. He's on a channel anyway. He's going to see this later, though. No, Sergeant Stockus. He sent me a present of a freelancer. So I am now a proud freelancer owner.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I'm very, very happy with it.
What'd you have to do?
I'm not. What did I have to? Nothing yet, but I'm sure there will be.
What he will do for that ship. What would you do for a Klondike bar is nothing to what he would do for a freelancer.
I don't know. I love Klondike bars, dude, man. I don't know.
I think we could have Trendane prepare the sock.
Oh, come on. No.
Oh, no. See, this is... No. No.
That's wrong.
You can't send that. You can't send that to Canada anyway.
Yeah, that would be...
Biohazard.
Yeah, it's a biohazard for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, and yeah. I'm very possessive of my socks anyway.
Thanks for that. Thank you.
So,
no.
Yeah, so that's really exciting, Trendane. I mean, that's the ship you ultimately wanted to get anyway.
I wish I had known we were going to be talking about this. I would have taken the last potato that I have in the cabinet, and I would have kind of diced it up and put a sock in there with the boiling water, so that when I pulled it out and dried it, it would be really starchy, and I would be like, this is my sock, and it's just sticking straight out. And it's like, oh, crap. If I had known we were going to be talking about this.
No, we go off on weird tangents. We could be talking about giraffes in a second. Who knows?
Yeah.
No, nobody could have seen it coming because he's a guest.
Well, and
I have a bad tendency saying really awful shit just spontaneously, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everybody.
Oh, you and I are going to get along great.
Shit just goes.
There is no problem for saying spontaneous stuff on the show because we are vapid, and to maintain that vapidity, we have to be completely random and a little bit obtuse. So why am I wearing a robe? Okay, fine. This is why I'm wearing a robe. It's cold outside my house. Like, really cold. Lots of snow. All right?
When my housemates came back earlier, they said that it was actually colder inside the house here than it is outside right now. So
what is this, Boil Down? What is... You put a link up in here, and I don't know what it is, but it has my name in it. I'm intrigued. I want to click it. It's probably going to give me a virus or something.
That's a picture of you.
Oh, it's a picture of me?
That's what it looks like, anyways.
Let me go click it. I'm scared now.
Which analyzer results?
Oh, no.
It's your bitrate stability and stuff.
Oh, it's a green check mark.
All right.
So I guess I'm doing okay.
Your audio is too loud and clipping.
Is that what it says?
Yeah. Recommended reduction 3.731 decibels.
I will
That's
lower
what people
it.
were saying too.
Yeah, it's so weird because my volume on my mixer is the same it's always set at, but I'll turn it down. We'll go down 3.71 megawiggles. Okay. Testes. 1, 2, 3. How's this sound?
3, huh? It's your polyorchid. Oh,
yes.
Nice.
Yeah, very nice. And like the triple-breasted whore of Eroticon 6, but with testicles. All right.
All right. So, in case you guys haven't noticed, nothing much is happening in Star Citizen.
This is why we're vapid, by the way.
I was going to say, this is why the last 10 minutes of the show have been as they are.
Yep.
Yeah. The last, 3 shows, actually. We haven't talked about anything.
Well, we're just waiting for it all to ramp back up out there in Star Citizen land. Because they took the winter break off, and now they're finally getting started back up. They're moving into their new offices. So there's a lot of stuff going on, but nothing that we can just report on. Like there's no new ship that's come out. There's no major stretch goal that's being achieved.
What did you watch Wingman's Hangar, this last one?
No.
I didn't even bother.
I stopped watching it.
Well,
it's terrible, right? Because we should be talking about what they said, which then you can obviously do.
They had the artist who built the Cutlass. They had him on there, and that was it was pretty cool. He had a nice beard.
Well, he had a nice beard. We need to get him on the show.
Very good beard.
There's a lot of good beards in CIG.
Which means what? We'll never have Wingman on the show because he's got no beard. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I don't know. You had Bad Girl last week. Wait.
Not going
Wait,
there. That was Ricko. That was not me. Do not sue me this time.
Messenger. Message.
Yeah.
This is mine.
Let's see.
I will refrain from any comments. Carry on.
Carry on. Zane says, I've noticed I tried to write a news post today, and there was no content in it. Did I just admit that?
Shout out for Zane.
Zane, that means you're a true journalist.
He's awesome.
So all you have to do is copy
Congratulations.
someone else's. Copy someone else's journalism and you're fine.
I guess I stopped watching the Wingman's Hangar because it just started got, like, I don't know.
Vapid?
Basically,
No, it's
all
not.
the information that Wingman's Hangar used to have is now switched over.
To Chris's
To-
show.
Yeah,
Time for
Chris
the show.
Roberts' show.
Yeah.
And Wingman's Hangar is now about showing the office and walking around the office and talking about sitting in the office and drinking coffee in the office and then...
Well, that's why it's called Wingman's Hangar. It's about the hangar.
Well, I guess
What
you,
did
okay.
you just do with your hand?
Me?
What? Excuse me? What?
What? I saw something... Never mind.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Weird. Okay.
Yeah. I just feel like Wingman's Hangar has... It's just... I don't... It's just... There's no content. It's It's vapid. It's like...
It's us.
It's like us.
Right.
God damn it. We have cornered
It's
the
like
market.
well edited.
Yeah, exactly. No, if they're going to do a Vapid show, they need to check it out with us first, please.
Exactly.
So I apologize to everybody. I did not watch Wingman's Hangar. I've had a rough couple of days, to be honest with you. Yeah. But anyway, moving on from that, let's go on to our next topic, which is Core's Mea Culpa. Now, the reason we went through the first two topics quite quickly is because I expect this one to last at least 2 hours on its own. So, Core, would you like to explain what the situation is for those who didn't get to see the show from last week, what the response was, and what your response is as a re-response?
All right.
The floor is yours.
First, I'll start with what the actual issue or what the actual thing was that led to a 5-page thread on the subscriber forum. Last week, I said, and I paraphrased really poorly, that, and I also changed a word, I said that Chris Roberts was going to nerf the mouse. Of course, in previous podcasts, I have said Chris Roberts is going to balance them, he's going to tune them, he's going to limit them, he's going to keep them on par with joysticks. But, of course, last week I used the word nerf. Now, this sparked a thread in the subscriber forum by a guy going, "Oh my god, they're going to nerf it? Has he actually said that?" So that sparked a 5-page thread in the subscribers den.
I think that bled over from Reddit, by the way, because when we posted on Reddit, we had like 4 or 5 people going, "Where the hell did Core hear this?" So, okay, continue.
Yeah, mine was on the subscriber forum.
Yeah.
I did not see the one on Reddit, so if you have the information from Reddit, then...
No, it's just the same question. Like, where the hell did Core come up with this idea that they're going to nerf the mouse? It might be the same guy who came over to the forum and decided to blast you over there.
Yeah, so basically this topic about the joysticks, like for the people who have been here every week since we started, you'll know that every time my story about the joysticks got shorter, because every single podcast we had at least a question about it or something about it came up, and my answer came more concise every time I had to give it, because it was kind of the same thing over and over and over. So by the time that it was Batgirl coming up with the Xbox joystick is the greatest thing in the world, I just I used the word nerf, which I should not have used. I should have used the word tune. And
she just said nerf Nikki, by the way. She's in the chat.
well, there you go. I use the word tune and not. I use the word nerf and not tune or balance, and that's why it was fucking everywhere when I came on. It was quite funny. I finally made a post, and no one has responded in the thread since I did that earlier this morning. So that's about it.
So what's the solution here? What is the real answer?
It's the scientific method. You're just refining everything every time you go through.
No, not just what you said, but after all this discussion that you had in the forum.
He gave the answer. It's that they're going to tune. It's not that they're going to nerf the mouse. They're going to tune it in accordance with it being on par in terms of power and maneuverability.
Right, you don't want it to be more powerful
and ease of use,
like in War Thunder.
Right, exactly. In comparison to a joystick, right? And we were having a conversation about this earlier, and I just felt like, why did this have to be explained? I don't understand why this has to be explained to the internet.
Hold on, Harris. Going back to when I think it was our fourth podcast or our third podcast where we had Trindane and Joe and me and Perfekt, and we all talked about the IFCS and the fly-by-wire system and joysticks when we were watching the tech demo that they had come up with. And we went into so much detail when it came to G-forces, when it came to inertia, and Trindane came up with the suits that squeeze the blood back into back up, and we had this whole thought out thing, and it came down to the fly-by-wire system and joysticks, and there it was also mentioned that because this was like 2 weeks after Chris Roberts had said that they were going to balance and make sure that all joysticks or all controllers would be somewhat equal. Well, that for a mouse means that the instantaneous movement has to be nerfed or limited somehow, whereas with the joystick you wouldn't have that problem. So when it comes to nerfing or limiting or tuning or balancing, the mouse and its instantaneous movement will get that, regardless of whether you call it a nerf or a tune or a balance. Now, a fly-by-wire system, as we also got into, we don't know and how far and how intelligent that will be in terms of an intelligent FCS. So when it comes to an FCS, or an IFCS, you might have a mouse that you just click in a direction and the ship does everything for you. But it's just like, do you still need a joystick then? Or would you prefer a joystick? Or are there pilots that are still going to use a joystick? Or how many systems on this IFCS that you're going to turn off? And, all these things kind of ramp up and they turn into this whole topic that I concisely compounded into one fucking sentence that said Chris Roberts is going to nerf the mouse because that's the only thing that's really sticking out in this equation. So
I like it. Oh, we lost Perfekt.
Oh, did Perfekt die?
He did. So everyone, that's Perfekt's. I don't even know what that thing is. It's like a round thing with fins and like a couple of.
I think that's like the back side of a head and with a person sticking their arms up and then shouting something, but I can't read it.
It's all blurry. There he comes. He's back.
I'm back. Sorry. Something happened.
He's having some rough internet issues today.
He says we're all watching her get drunk last show. I have to agree. I was counting the.
It's okay. You're drinking stuff right now. Let's see what you're drinking.
This is from the French Alps or some shit. It's made of 130 herbs. It's called Chartreuse. It's 55%.
Alcohol?
Thank you. I was like 55%.
Holy shit!
What?
It's 55%, and I use this to remove paint, cure cancer, and clean my insides.
It definitely cleans out your insides. These pipes have been cleaned.
If you have a cold, this works.
It's a hot toddy in a bottle.
Yeah, I drank one of these once, the whole thing. Yeah. Blur for 2 weeks.
You're working on it tonight, huh?
No, this is just because, social lubricant.
Yeah, it makes it all go down a little easier.
Yeah, because you're just sitting there not saying anything. So come on, damn it, talk. What the hell?
Okay, I'll tell you. Because I've only started watching this whole Star Citizen thing since November 20-something.
Right.
So I'm relatively new at this. On the 25th is when I bought most of my ship, right before the LTI thing ended.
Mm-hmm.
I decided to do the radio on the 2nd of December, and then I've been working on the radio since then. So I haven't really
You
had
jumped
it.
right in feet first.
But, hey, what? Oh yeah, fuck! I'm one of them. Let's go now, and that's it.
Bought all the ships, started a radio station. You're devoting your life to this new game, which is
Pretty much.
amazing.
Yeah,
We're all in the same boat with you.
I'll give you an exclusive right now.
Okay, exclusive. Dun dun dun.
Exclusive. My wife actually might be on the radio. True
Right
story.
now.
No, she'll do
Oh.
a show with.
Oh.
with- yeah.
Oh, right. Oh, okay.
It's like
Okay,
this-
I get it now.
I was picturing someone sitting on a radio.
Well, I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
call her right now and see. Maybe she'll do it. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know where I was going with it. But I
Girl
was just-
power.
She tapped it. That's all that matters.
So what did I miss? Did I miss something?
Oh yeah, we're
Yep.
talking about your. We don't know what your avatar is. It's just the craziest thing. On
Oh,
Skype.
it's if you guys, if any of you read random manga, it's from Yotsuba, and it's basically her shouting at an older person for using an air conditioner and calling them an enemy of the earth. But she can't say global warming, so she says global wanging. It's pretty adorable.
that is the most absurd thing I've ever heard of for an avatar. That has nothing to do with Perfect Nerd.
I know. I picked
Which?
it like 6 years ago.
Which actually makes it perfect.
Yes, it does.
So I guess if we get 80 viewers, Ricko's wife will sit on the radio.
It's virtual radio, so she'll virtually sit on something.
Yeah, that's all you have to do. Say yes, she is now sitting on it.
Sit right here.
Magic.
As long as she prepares an actual sock.
No.
She's what sock is she preparing?
Don't.
Sock you have to eat at
don't.
75.
Okay, we're at 63 right now, so we're getting close.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying we're going up.
Hey, Ricko, are you ready to eat a sock?
No, I'm not eating his socks. Not gonna happen.
Redacted.
I've looked in my contract, and nowhere in here does it say that I have to eat a freaking
In my
sock.
contract, it says third for Trendane. That's it.
That's it. All right, let's move it on. I guess we're up to the Q&A time.
Oh God, that went quick, didn't it?
Yeah, we're running a little short this week, I think.
Well, that was 25 minutes so
Yeah.
far.
And people are just like, that's 25 minutes of my life gone.
And it takes an hour and a half to get to our questions anyway, so it's perfect. I guess.
It's perfect, yeah.
A lot of questions. If I'm reading this Twitch thing right.
We have lots of questions. Okay, go ahead, Mr. Bod. I don't know why Bod does that. He hides them into the... He hides
Because
them.
it makes us panic.
It does. I started going, we have not a single question. And I've seen hundreds of them going by.
He loves the
So here
smell
it
of
goes.
fear.
Here it goes. Okay. All right. Questions for tonight. This should be read in the voice of a Canadian zombie who has recently eaten Chinese meal that doesn't agree with him. Okay. So this was a question that was sent to me on Facebook. All right, and it goes like this. Actually,
Wait, hang on, wait a second. All right, so if the best way to do this is you do the regular Canadian voice, right? And I will just make the horrible shitting noises that are coming out of your butthole as you're doing it whenever you pause to take a breath.
Okay,
So you're his Foley artist.
I think we may be misunderstanding what zombies are actually known for. Most
definitely
zombie
not
movies
shitting.
I have ever seen, they're not shitting themselves.
And they're also not eating Chinese meals.
No, he's
exactly.
eating brains or flesh.
See,
They
the
might
thing,
be-
What if he's eating Chinese?
Is zombie trumps everything in that entire thing. For anybody who is a fan of Jonathan Colton, you know that if you've ever been to one of his concerts, whenever you're singing regarding your brains, the chorus is supposed to be. So that is every question read in a Canadian zombie voice.
Okay.
Excuse me. Sorry, I did that wrong. There. Okay, there's your
Very
Canadian,
Canadian.
voice.
Excellent.
Just
I'm dead, eh? Sorry, I'm dead, eh?
So McCuddles has straightened it out. If it's it could be a Chinese person that the zombie ate,
that he was eating.
and it disagreed with his
As he's
stomach.
being digested, he's screaming the question.
Warwolf says, we're outside the box here, people. We're breaking paradigms.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
like an Amiga video toaster.
Are you going to read it then?
What?
Are you going to read the question? Or
You won't understand it if I read it.
All right,
unless
I'll
you
read it.
speak
I'll
zombie.
read it. I'll read it. Okay. I'm going to be playing on triple monitor setup using three 2560 by 600 or 1600 monitors, approximately 1 or 12.3 million pixels, or about 50% more than a single 4K monitor. I'm going to be building a new computer over the summer, fall this year. I'm guessing that a pair of the top-end NVIDIA cards at this point, the GTX 880s, for example, would be appropriate. I would love to hear some discussion as to what is going to take to drive that many pixels beyond the video cards, i.e. does it make sense to go with an E-series processor, etc. Core?
Mantle.
Mantle. So basically AMD everybody until... until
All right. So hang on. Let's preface. We got to preface this discussion. Well, we can't just say mantle.
well, Core did.
We have to. All right. So what's interesting is that it's so difficult right now to talk about what exactly video cards are going to be capable of within the next year and a half to 2 years, because
Of Mantle.
we don't even know what Mantle is going to do exactly in terms of how it's going to shape the video card market. We have no idea what NVIDIA's response to Mantle is going to be, whether it's just not going to do anything, or if it's going to come out with its own API, or it's going to jump on Mantle, or what the hell is going to happen. We have no idea. It's throwing... so we've had pretty much the same kind of benchmarking process for... graphics over the past, I'd say, 8 years or so, maybe 6 years, right? And all of that's being chucked out the window. So all those old 3D Mark scores and things like that people used to use to get some sort of a general idea of the strength of their system,
or the
all
size
that's
of their
completely
penis,
worthless now.
or the size of their e-penis.
Yes, exactly. So
Mantle.
Mantle.
and AMD and Mantle.
So if you guys are honestly, there is no way to like forward prepare yourself for Star Citizen because we know it's coming out within the next 7 years. And if you buy a video card right now, you're going to be disappointed because you'll have bought one 2 years ahead of time.
And I would advise anyone that currently is buying monitors either to wait or to buy a 4K. I mean, you know, that's my opinion.
4K is going to stick around for at least 5 or 6 years.
I'd say wait, because CES this year was like 4K.
Out
It was
the
like a
ass.
4K orgasm.
Oh, yeah.
Basically.
Did they have
Fucking 1,200 a piece. I saw them, dude. That was fucking ridiculous. 1,200 for a 4K monitor.
What was that, Rico?
You're
was
breaking
there,
up a little bit.
curved monitors too?
There are curved monitors too, yeah.
There are.
Perhaps like, you know.
Then you don't need 3 monitors like bezel to bezel. You just get a wrapped one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If you guys are
You
going to
know,
go that
the,
hardcore.
Wait 2-3
So-
years until the game's nice and out and you know everything's stable before you buy it.
Yeah, exactly. Don't buy shit for Star Citizen now.
No.
That's just no point in doing that.
Except ships. You gotta buy ships so you can drool over them, right?
Right.
So
You can buy
here is the solution. Start saving money now.
For the big Star Citizen buyout.
Right. Because the cost of the high-end stuff is going to decrease or stay the same, pretty much. But where the technology is going to move. So just wait until Star Citizen comes out, have your pile of money ready, and then buy a computer that can run it at the highest settings.
Yep.
Quick question. Why is it that every time we talk about 4K, there's someone in the chat going, well, what 8K was out there? It's just like, no.
You want a 72-inch screen? Go for it. You want to be sitting with a 72-inch
I want 4 of
screen in
them.
front of you.
I want 4
So
of
you'll
them.
have to be
Go
like
for it.
5-6 feet away from them so you don't freaking blind yourself.
Yeah.
The thing is, the
It'll be
optimal range for a 4K is like 1.5 meters, right? I mean, it's not fucking
How
super
long is
far.
that in American? Meter.
I love
Meter
Boil
and a half
Down's
is like
What do you
6
care?
feet. 6
This-
feet.
Boil Down's response here. Dude, I've got a 15-inch curved monitor in my closet collecting dust. Are they good again? And then Squirrel's like, wrong curve. Remember the old monitors they bowed out, you know?
Oh, right.
That was awesome. That was great.
Your always are painted clean too, right in the corner. You can get in the corner. You're like, what the fuck?
Yep. Yeah, you can never get in the upper corners of the monitor, remember?
Somebody who's as anal as I am and getting the Q-tips and everything, trying to get up in there, and just,
Yep.
oh, there's still a bit of a fingerprint from that fucking roommate I had who was like, what's this? Stop it! Don't touch my screen!
Man, I wonder how many of us have brain cancer now because of the years we sat in front of those monitors.
It wasn't the cancer that got me. It was that high pitched sound that they made.
Yeah, you turn them on.
Oh my god! When I was in high school, my computer teacher. Well, I wasn't in computer lab, but she would come to the English classroom to get me to walk in and go, "Are there any monitors in here?" And I'm like, "Yes, 2." And she's like, "How the hell can you hear that?" And I'm like,
"Yep."
And I just walked out.
Like I'm part dog.
You're part dog?
No, I'm saying he's like part dog because he could hear the.
No, when you're young, you can hear those things. I remember when my dad had this monitor in his office. He turned it on and it made this like ching ching kind of noise, and it lit up like.
Yeah, it go poosh, yeah.
And I'm like, shit, what is this?
Yeah, the degaussing sound was the best because you degauss it and it would go boing.
We used to do that all the time with the school monitors. We would just like go and hit the degaussing button and see how messed up it would be before it fixed. Yeah.
The problem was I took my own computer on a Navy ship. You weren't supposed to at the time, but I got a special chit to call them in the Navy chits that give you permission to do things, and I had a chit to take my computer on board. And I was on a nuclear-powered cruiser, which has a lot of problems with electromagnetic fields, I'll tell you. And after a while, my monitor really did start turning purple and like twisting a little bit. It was a brand new monitor. I got so mad. And I would hit that degauss button about 500 times a day trying to get it a fix. And by the end of the thing, my monitor was like tipped sideways. It was all purple and green in the corners. It was done.
When I worked at S3, I had my headphones on. The guy who was in the next cubicle to me in the mornings, he would come on. I knew when he got there because I had my headphones on. I was listening to my music really loud. He would turn on his monitor and it would do that default degauss when it first fires up. And I couldn't hear it, but I could feel it. It's like my eyes would go, morning, Jack. It's really weird. I don't know if I have metal filaments in my eyes or
probably
something.
A very high iron diet or something.
Something. Yeah, well, I eat rocks. So.
Well, there you go. Eat the rocks.
I remember having one of those 21 inchers, and it was fucking huge. Yeah. And when I then
just monitor, right?
Monitor, yeah.
Okay.
Shen Dane just had a fantasy about a horse or something.
No. The horse was pre-show. We left the horse pre-show.
You left the horse.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Come on. We took the bear with us, but we left the horse.
There's a bear on a horse somewhere out there.
I've had a bear before. Would you go on with your monitor story?
No, we brought the bear with us.
I had a 21-incher because I got that sponsored, and after a certain while, it just gave out, which was like 3 years. I think it was like 2003, 2004 when it just fucking gave. And then I went to look for a decent monitor, and everything was 15, 18, 19, 21, and 22-inch, and it was all shit. And it wasn't the same quality as the 21-inch fucking CRT that I had, and it was all fucking crappy, horrible, and terrible. And I was like, do I really have to buy a fucking flat screen now? That was my response when my fucking 21-incher died. I mean, I liked it. It was really good.
Boiled Down is our official Vapidity watcher and has said the Vapidity is increasing at an exponential rate. So
he's got a little monitor.
He does, yeah. He's got a little. Actually, the one of the graphics here is the Vapidity meter.
It's like a glucose meter. It's maybe that's what's in there with Perfekt. It's the glucose.
That is. And now the Vapidity is going down, and then it's going to come back up.
By the way, Boil Down, I would suggest you turn that off because it will blow up at some point during the show.
Yeah,
it's like
we're not
EMF
responsible.
Meter. No, you'll kill yourself.
Vapidity, right? Not vapid? No, vapid?
We're not fapping.
We're
There's no fapping on this show.
Vapidity meter. Come on.
Yeah, my sexiness.
Back on. Sorry. That's back on.
All right, moving on then. Next question. We talked about that one for like an hour. Eric Pasta says, question, can we make him eat a sock a stream event? Or can we make him eating a sock a stream event? Are we going to give away, are we going to give away like a Starfarer or something when you eat the sock?
Is that a question to me? Because I'm not.
Yeah, Ricko.
No. No. Fucking no. Fucking you.
So the only way to get this to happen is to make Raul Duke play fucking Justin Bieber on your radio station tonight.
Not happening.
Please don't play it on my show because this goes up on YouTube and I don't want to get content ID strike.
You know what? Obviously, what's gonna happen? See what you do to me. You see?
No, you do
Well,
to
it
me.
came from
What's
Eric the
gonna happen
Pasta,
is
and he's Italian.
Me? What you do
We
to
got
me?
it up. Well, it's in a pasta. It's
He's
Eric
the pasta.
pasta.
Eric the pasta, yeah.
You eat a sock and depending on how much the sauce you put on it.
It's a good.
Yeah, earlier Warwolf was saying my condiment would be mayonnaise. Like I fucking like mayonnaise for some reason because I'm French. What's that?
No, it probably has to do with where the sock has been.
Ah,
He's just now getting that.
Again, I wish I had that
Although-
crumpled stiff sock for that.
Mayonnaise is an apt analogy for the consistency of that stuff.
I know.
I haven't. Not fucking.
Watery mayonnaise. Watery mayonnaise.
Okay,
Hey,
let's
you know
move
what?
on. I
Let's-
think we've
let's
gone
go on.
off the
We're at
deep
what,
end.
64 listeners?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know how many more listeners we have right now on my stream, and I'm not telling you. But you'd like it. I'll wait till the end of the show.
Oh my God, it's 69, isn't it?
69.
Oh my God, it's, I love 69.
69.
It's
man.
11, so that makes 75.
God damn it! Shut up, Core.
Or it's 68, which is I just blow you and you owe me one. I don't know. It's just I don't know.
Hold on. Is it gay if I receive? I don't.
I'm okay.
No, it is not.
I'm a-
You're not gay if you receive.
I'm
Awesome.
okay.
Taking it.
So you can
It's
pitch.
gay if you receive and enjoy it while you're conscious.
Hmm.
Up
No.
and-
All right.
It's not gay. If it's
No,
only
we got to move on. We've got to move on. Warwolf 13 has a question.
Oh, good.
This is a good. Okay, it's a question. Okay, will the sock eating be live on Starcast?
No. How's that for an answer?
Okay.
See, nice and succinct.
No, eh?
When I say it, it's always too short. What the hell?
No, that's
Does he
good. It's
have
a good
magic
answer.
powers or something?
He does have magic powers. Is next question from Kin Shadow? Is the base radio doing any collaborations with Beyond the Horizon Radio?
No.
How do I answer that?
No.
Succinct.
Well,
No.
it's your show.
Succinct. I was there, just succinctly.
No.
Okay.
Oh, we're getting some clarification in the audience. It's not gay if your balls don't touch. It's not gay if it's an elf.
My balls do touch. Does that make me gay?
It's not gay if you high
clarification on
five.
What kind of elf we're talking about here?
Dark
Okay,
elf.
what?
Gay elf. It's not gay.
Oh, I don't know what you guys have been drinking tonight. Holy crap!
I think I'm gonna need more of this shit right back
I was
here.
going to say, who's been nipping at that while you weren't looking?
Everyone's in rare form tonight, I guess.
Every time.
Every Wednesday, when we do the Wednesday show, it's just completely off the rocker.
Maybe
All
that's
right.
ooh, maybe you should do it always on Wednesdays.
Maybe we should. It's more fun this way, right?
I'm going to wind up, I can see it now. You're going to have your radio show, and I'm going to wind up having, or you're going to have your radio station. I'm going to have a sex advice show on your radio station in Star Citizen. It's going to be horrible.
It's gonna be great, and you can do funny voices.
It's not going to be a sex advice show. It's going to be people calling in being like, I did this. Does that mean I'm gay?
What? Yeah.
Do you use the purity test as a checklist? Then yes, you're fucking gay. You know,
No, I'll have you on my show, and you can do the sex advice thing. Seriously. Half an hour, it's mundane. Here's how I'll pitch it. I'll pitch it.
half an hour, dude. We got to work on your stamina. Holy shit.
Oh, hold on. No.
Oh.
I meant, look, taki.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you want to just be friends and chat? Okay, that's fine. I can do that too.
Don't worry, he's about to pitch you. Hold on.
Oh,
What?
okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
All right. So Stimpy's asked, do you think Star Citizen? Oh wait, no, we got another one from Zune Games. Where the hell is Batgirl? She's in the chat. Stimpy's asked, do you think Star Citizen can take something from Rust in terms of building your mark on the universe or map? Or is 145 systems not enough and they haven't confirmed custom bases? It's all static in the universe. Follow up to that. Do you think Star Citizen is going to be so reliant on working? Okay, let's go with the first question, then we'll go to the next one.
Okay, yes, I haven't answered the first question.
All right, yeah.
Yes, it can take something from Rust. I think we should all start naked.
With the schmeckles,
With our penises flopping about.
which
Wow,
is interesting that Rust went that way, but why don't we have naked girls in that?
Sure, you can have.
Go into your
All you see is naked girls. Does it really matter?
So what
go into your hangar right now. How many girls do you see?
None.
Aha.
They're supposed
They
to,
should
they're
just
supposed to be
take the
coming. They
Marine
showed the.
model. They should just
Oh, yeah.
take the Space Marine model they have now and just put boobs on him.
No, let's not do that.
They'll
Appreciate that.
inflate the model like.
Oh my god, you
That's
guys are
it.
just off the
Just
wall
slider.
tonight.
And the crotch goes.
And then one ranging from 0 to dat ass, you know.
Yes.
There was a buttocks feature in that Elder Scroll beta thing. Posterior slider. You would drag it out and it would come out like 2 feet. I like the sound.
NDA. Okay, for the
Yes, for the Rust thing. In
the
Rust you can build, but I think they said that for right now their plan is to only have where you land your ship in sort of a predefined generated area on these 145 star systems. It's not like there's going to be a whole planet that you can just fly around yet, as far as what I've heard.
They have recently begun talking about procedural generation and exploration, but what that means we have no fucking clue.
They also did kind of cover this in Wingman's Hangar this week, where they were talking about, at launch, yes, there's not going to be much, but they're going to be adding more to it. I think that's one of the biggest problems that this game has, as far as its audience is concerned, is that there are so many people who are expecting a completely finished game on release, and it's not going to be done. I mean, it's going to be very feature functional. As long as EA doesn't make it, it'll be fine. But it's going to be constantly a living object and growing all the time. And I think that's part of what's not quite sinking.
Do you think it's too ambitious though, that every time like a new stretch goal comes out, it's like another thing they're adding, which is just going to add another layer of complexity before it can be released?
No, I mean we've talked about this before too.
Yeah.
I mean,
is less more at this point?
In a way, yes. I mean, we talked about it before, Core. I think you were one of the ones that said, stop doing the every, million. Just do like every 5 or every 10. Make them fewer and farther between, but bigger when we hit milestones. And that would be perfect. That would be great. In the meantime, focus on what we have and making it denser. Don't add new shit onto it. Make what we have rounded out and polished. And I mean, we've got plenty of people putting in lots and lots of lore and backstory for stuff, which is part of the reason why we've got just galactic guys coming out faster than I can narrate them, and then new ships are coming up. For example, I haven't seen really anything about the next great starship. I have seen nothing of.
I think they've stopped. They stopped allowing new people to join, so at this point it's just a development stage, right?
Yeah.
But I still haven't heard any. I mean, are there?
They showed the people that were the
shots?
judges, but that's it.
Right.
I also think that currently the people who have sent in their entries are not going to reveal them to the public because other groups might take ideas from them.
Be like, oh, that's a great idea. Let's make our ship that shape.
I know that we have an Imperium. We have, I think, 2 teams currently entered there.
I think
they haven't shown us anything.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
they're not allowed. I think they're not allowed to show anything to the public.
Yeah, it does become CIG property the moment they enter it. So
right, and I understand that perfectly. But I mean, we should hear something. Like how much longer is it until it's done, until the judging and we get to see stuff. Just some kind of an update. We don't necessarily have to show us anything, but tell us something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Well, so the second part of the question, I'd like to preempt it a little bit because
I haven't read it yet, so
I'll read it really quickly.
Okay.
It says, follow up to that, or do you think Star Citizen is going to be so reliant on working as a group, i.e., not in a group and you're whatever fucked? I think that's what. It's 3 asterisks. As much as Chris says, SAIS otherwise. So I'd like to preempt this because when you say Star Citizen is going to be so reliant on working as a group, what exactly do you mean by Star Citizen? Because that question implies that Star Citizen is one thing. When you play Star Citizen, you are basically doing one thing and one thing only, and that's wrong. You can play literally, hundreds of different ways, right? We have even in our little crew, our little posse here, we have space truckers and pirates and people who are trying to sexually violate the Vandal Queen. We have a ton of different play styles just right here. So I mean, you can't just be like, is it going to be? You can't ask, is it going to be reliant on working in a group? Well, some things are. If you want to take over a Bengal carrier, and haul it off, fix it up and haul it off to your little spaceport, then yeah, you're going to need a group to do that. If you just want to, take some goods around the galaxy or smuggle some stuff, no, you don't need a crew to do that.
Just some updates from the chat. People are clarifying some of the issues. Nikki says that they talk about it all the time. January 31st is the first show. Then it goes weekly. And they did tell us something. They're in the process of cutting down 20 to 24 entries from the initial 90-ish entries. So that's where they're at.
Cutting down to it or cutting down that many?
Cutting down to 20 from the original 90. Okay. That's good because you don't want to have 90 to vote on.
I agree. Yeah. I agree.
So when they get it cut down to 20, 24.
So they'll take out all the stuff that's done in MS Paint, essentially.
Yeah. All the ones that did it with the MS Paint.
Now, all the ones that get cut, are they then allowed to? Are they still CIG property, or can the people who have?
They're probably still CIG property
because there might be one that they kind of like.
Yeah, they might be used down the line anyway. So they'll probably just keep that as reserve shitty ships.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You stupid Mongolian!
All right, so another question from Warwolf. This one's for Core because he's freshly married. If it became a choice between playing Star Citizen and keeping your ability to breed, which would you choose? Not the ability to have sex, I think.
If it, too early to tell.
Too early from Star Citizen, or too early in the marriage?
I don't have a Star Citizen to play. All right, so I can't make the decision yet.
Start breeding while you have a chance.
Mm-hmm. Lots of practice.
Besides, you won't get sleep. You might as well, have the baby, play the game. Trust me, it works.
We'll see how it goes. I mean, I got 3 years if Chris Roberts stays at the helm. So it'll be fine.
7 years.
7, fine, whatever.
Time to go to school and everything.
Basically, the moment I see Aaron taking control of the company, I know that the game will come out next month. That's basically what it's going to be.
So if you started now, your kid would just be hitting the terrible twos right when Star Citizen came out.
Which
that
is
would be perfect.
It is, because you can teach them to get you beer at that age.
That's when they are a remote control.
Yeah.
Just make everything a
Turn
game.
the TV off, get a beer, please, to Daddy. Get Daddy a beer.
You could be a co-pilot. You could, get a little joystick, a little pink thing if it's a girl, or blue, a joystick.
Right.
Right.
And then they can sit next to you. It'd be like all proud papa piloting a ship with...
Your turret gunner or something.
Yeah. Don't get cocky, kid. You can
shoot your own fucking cell.
All right, next question. Warwolf asks, what do we think of the new office?
It's huge.
It's nice. Nice desk.
It's not a basement.
It's not a basement.
Internet.
It probably has real internets.
Real internets. A series of tubes. Lots.
So maybe that means Wingman's hangar will be longer again.
And maybe live? How about live?
Shorter last week, wasn't it? Like 32 minutes?
Pretty close.
Yeah. They'll get settled back down here, guys.
Chairman, so that was...
Of course, Wingman said that this was not the final location for the digs. It was still a little bit echoey, but it wasn't too bad. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be a decent spot for them, which is cool.
That's good.
Here's a question for Ricko from Zane. Wants to know, why is Ricko so adorable?
Bitch, I am. Fuck.
Great answer.
Do you want us to go through the list?
that was a 2-word answer that was flanked by 2 expletives.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That was concise and powerful.
Wait, I'm missing something.
It was poetry. Hey.
Half the answer were expletives.
Well, what? It's what I do.
Well, right now they only have 5 up there, guys, but Austin, Texas, which is where they're moving, is going to have Google Fiber all over the place, and I guarantee they'll use that, which is 1,000 up and 1,000 down. So it's asynchronous. Okay. Let's see. Next question. This one is for Perfekt. Can Perfekt play some riffs on his green guitar?
It's not a guitar. It is a bass, actually.
It's a bass? Can you play a riff?
It's a bass guitar. I will show it to you. I'm not going to play anything.
Come on. Play something. Stairway to Heaven. Freebird!
No, if I plug it in,
I agree.
I can't actually plug it in right now because I'm pretty sure my neighbors will get pissed off.
Fuck them.
Yeah, it's a bass. They should love basses.
Which do you want him to do? Play the guitar or fuck his neighbors?
With the bass.
Both?
Oh.
That is the mintiest. Oh, what is it?
Oh, that's sexy.
It's the
It's
mintiest.
green. It's great on stage. It's actually, this is the stage bass that I use when I play live. I use my brother's Lackland when I do studio stuff. But I like this a lot for stage work because it's so flashy. And bass gets drowned out in live performances anyway, so
You got to make up for it.
The quality doesn't matter so much.
Compensate by being bright green.
Exactly. and then the stage can be kind of dark, right? And it's sort of it looks like it's glow in the dark, and you could just sort of thrust it at the audience.
McCuddles just said it looks like a glow in the dark guitar.
It's not actually glow in the dark, but in the strobe it appears
probably
to glow
does,
in the
yeah.
dark.
Thrusting the guitar at you. Sorry.
Yes.
You know,
so
if you
it's
put
bass.
2 eyes and a fucking Domo mouse on that, you got a Geekdomo bass.
Yeah! There we go.
It's actually the right color, yeah.
Oh, this is
It's a brighter green than what shows up in the camera, though. It's like a biohazard green.
Are you stroking it?
Yeah, it's
I
a
am
bass.
stroking it. Do you have a
Supposed to be.
problem?
No, I was just admiring the
Yeah, there
woodwork.
you go. Oh, yeah. Stroke the guitar. Hey, do it slowly. Slow down.
All right, next
Oh, yeah.
question.
Sorry. I get carried away with nice guitars.
Okay. This is a question. With the announcement from a dev in the Star Citizen Forum discussion comment 1768405 that the Starfarer will be in a hangar, do you think this will be the asteroid hangar or another hangar again? Also, do you think that this hangar may be big enough for fit the Idris? The Starfarer is not even half the size of an Idris. So
It's close.
Is it? Yeah, I don't have a crew for my ship.
How big is the Starfarer compared to that
Constellation?
ship? The ship that I got.
Oh, Freelancer? It's
Yeah.
twice the size. Well, actually, you
And
could fit a Freelancer inside the cargo hold of a Starfarer, I think.
And to a Constellation.
Probably double the size of a Constellation. I'm trying to remember that. I got that image in my head of all the ships laid out.
Yeah, trying to remember it too. But I mean, given how big the hangar is, I mean, compared to my Freelancer, you know, if the thing's twice that size, no, it's not going to
it
fit.
won't fit in that business hangar at all.
No, but I would think, given some of the things, again, to harken back to the Wingman's hangar this past week, the asteroid hangar I think would work because you wouldn't have to deal with a full planet's gravity and trying to land that ship. I mean, within the lore of the game, I would see an asteroid hangar working, but not landing it on a plane.
Okay. Thank you so much. We have somebody just sent me a picture, so we'll go ahead and pop it in the comparison.
Yeah, but you can't really see the difference between the Idris and the Starfarer on that. There you go. That's the one I have. Is the comparison between the Starfarer and the Idris right next to each other.
Oh, right next to each other? Okay, hold on.
I was going to say, and it's going to be half an hour before it shows up in the stream for us.
Yeah,
So.
I know.
Starfarer is slightly smaller.
It's about, I don't know, it's 60% of an Idris. That's the way to look at it.
Yeah, looks about right.
Shoo-doo-doo-be-doo.
I think the actual size of the Idris is 140 or 150, 145, I believe. And the Starfarer is around 90.
Oh, I didn't realize the Starfarer was as big as that. I always thought it was about like a third of the
Nope.
size of the Idris.
It's,
I'm going to need a crew then. I didn't realize it was that big.
no, it's 3 men.
Are we zoomed like way the hell in on the
Oh, there we
schematic
go.
because
There-
all I'm getting is black here?
There you go. We got it.
Are you sure?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That thing has 2 balls below it? Like 3 of them. Look at it.
Four
It's got
balls.
Those
4?
are those are the fuel tanks.
Those are fuel tanks that you can remove, or you can fit. Those tanks are so big you could fit an Aurora in each one of those tanks.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
So that's them big balls.
Mhm.
Them big balls, yes.
They're actually
You can
like
also
cylindrical
replace
tanks.
them big balls with them big containers.
I can see sausage carried under there.
Lots of sausage in there. Beer too. You Canadians are infatuated with beer.
It's like Oktoberfest in one ship.
All of Oktoberfest, yeah. All right. All right. Questions. We're out of questions.
No way.
What?
Yeah.
No.
The hell is wrong with you, audience?
Yeah, audience.
God damn it.
Any questions?
Ask questions quickly.
We started at 2. It's like 5 o'clock. That's like 2 hours. Oh, wait, that's the length of our show.
No, we've only been on the air for 1 hour.
We've been on the air for 58 minutes.
Yeah.
It's stretched. We don't have to be on for 2 hours. If we're done, we're done. That's okay.
Maybe it just seems longer to me.
Might have been. Well, we did get on early to set up the dual stream thing.
That's why it seems okay.
Yeah, we have been actually talking for 2 hours now.
We have been, yeah.
Just got huge tracts of land.
Oh, and people are just joining us from the Landmark stream.
Oh, really? Landmark is over now? Oh, no.
I was reading text and it looks like it wasn't all that great anyways.
We promised a drinking game?
We did.
Yeah, every time we say words, Ricko must drink.
The bottle. Let's hide the bottle.
I was going to say.
Hide the bottle. What bottle? I don't see the
All right.
bottle.
Question from Nikki. Why are you ending so soon?
We're not ending
Good
yet.
question.
We're not ending. We haven't ended.
Question.
You got professional radio hosts here that can go on random shit.
Yeah,
What?
It ain't over till Ricko sings.
Okay, what is each of the Starcasters' primary role they're interested in and why? This is from Warwolf.
Ooh, I like that one more.
Yeah, it's a good question.
Then let's start with you.
Me?
Yes, we're looking right at
Staring
you.
at you.
I'm sorry, I was turning around looking at my bear and shit. Sorry. Me? I'm thinking Han Solo type of shit, you know? Personally, I have the Constellation. I like it. I have some friends that are joining me. I actually made them spend money on it. And I'm thinking just going around mercenary style, personally. Do whatever. I'm not limiting myself. The only thing I'm not going to do is pirating, because I did that in EVE Online. I did a lot of it. And I
It
noticed
doesn't pay?
oh, fuck no, it pays. Especially when you're skimming off the top, you know? And
You could do the same when you're a legit company. I mean, the only thing that changes about being a pirate and being legit is that you call yourself legit.
See, here's the issue. I joined the Imperium with no idea that they didn't allow pirates, and I loved not freelancer. What was the game? Privateer.
oh, yeah.
Great
The rule is we don't condone piracy.
No, I was told by staff, do not apply if you consider even a little bit doing piracy.
Random acts of violence and outrage and causing strife between members and players and generally causing wars. Yeah, that's looked down upon because our image is that of a peace-loving corporation that loves everything.
If you
entire
want to
focus?
jack some stuff off of some random NPC vessel, nobody's gonna say anything.
But it's more or less just outward appearances and stuff. Like, I mean, come on, we're trying to be a good organization that, you know, doesn't condone the griefing of other players, and that's the way to think about it. If you think about it as griefing other players and not direct piracy, then it's still kind of the same thing, but it's not really. So it's fine.
Jiro covered it quite well. Is, you know, that's being a privateer, because a privateer is simply a pirate that is endorsed by the ruling body.
Yeah, that's what it was supposed to be. Like back in the days of Drake and all that. You know, he was a pirate, but he did it under the crown, so it was legal.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we'll be doing.
Yeah, I would love to be a privateer.
That's what I'm thinking. You know, that's a good idea. Privateer.
And then we'll have to
the
sing
pirate
the last
division-
of Barrett's privateers all the time.
The pirate division
But
cannot be
again-
part of the org because of reputation.
But again, Nikki, that is putting everything into categories and boxes. Like, are we doing that? No, we're not. We're leaving every box blank and just doing whatever we feel it applies to the situation or time or anything, really. So it really doesn't matter. You can put everything in boxes and say, these people are evil because they attacked this corporation at that time. But what if it wasn't those people, or what if they weren't in the clan at the time, or what was going on? Maybe they're somebody else's clan, or are they affiliated with? There are so many gray and black areas that it just really,
You're getting shut down right now, Core.
Really?
Dan Retta just said, this is not an official announcement by Imperium, just your opinion.
Dan Reddick can shut me up all the fuck he wants. It doesn't matter. Everyone knows this is just my fucking opinion.
This is Core. He has opinions. All right. Legendary Neurotoxin asks, why does sound transmit through the vacuum of space?
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
Stay off the drugs.
We are doing... Star Citizen is going to allow sound because it adds to the game, and we're going to have a little bit of magic in the future.
Yeah, it is a little bit boring to have a spaceship go.
You want to hear, oh my god, I'm dying!
Yes. We got this answer
That was
in the dogfighting live stream, right?
Well,
It's,
Legendary's from
suspension
the...
of disbelief for dramatic effect.
Legendary came over from the EpiQuest Next stream, so he probably hadn't heard our other stuff before. All right, yeah, and Dan Retta says this because it's a game, because it's awesome. Artistic license, exactly. All those things.
All those things.
What do you think the racing system will be from Batgirl?
It's an interesting question. It's probably that they're gonna just have like race tracks. I'm assuming they'll be instanced. So they'll have like an instance course, and each course will be kind of interesting. I'm hoping they incorporate elements of like asteroids and different barriers and things like that. Make it kind of F-Zero-y, you know, where it's you take advantage of the whole 360 degrees and full, turning radius and all of that fun stuff that happens in space. And I'm assuming that, they'll have some sort of weapons limitation, but I'm hoping that they'll make it kind of Mario Kart-y too, where they allow you to have certain weapons during racing so you can try and impede other people.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I like that idea.
So that they can have like arcades. They can have like pure races with a bunch of people in like M50s and stuff like that, or they can have like a more arcadey style races where people are just sort of running around having fun.
In the concept art for the Ellis system, where it shows the racetrack, it's got that series of concentric rings. It might also be interesting if you can also have slight collision between the things, and that two people are trying to cut really close through one of the rings as they're cutting. You just bump him off and just smashes into the guide ring and everything. It just goes spiraling off into space. Bye.
That'd be great. I think they should have some sort of ways to do that, and I think the Mario Kart idea is a great idea. Some kind of systems that can impede other players. Just because, if somebody has a really great ship and they're just nailing it perfect, you're not going to be able to catch up to them.
Oh, Mr. Cuddles. Mr. Cuddles is a good idea. If you race through pirate space, you can have random pirate attacks that happen during the race. And you have to also flee from pirates during it.
Like pod racing in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Starfarer races, yeah.
But would it be more cost effective for the pirates to go after the racer or after their pit crew?
Well, depends how expensive the car is that they're racing. Or car. I said car.
Yeah, you did.
The ship is that they're racing.
He's not moving.
Who's not?
He's just stunned.
Who, Ricko?
Deer in the headlights kind of thing. God, what are they talking about?
I'm not interested in that shit. No way.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I play Forza and I suck. I hit walls and that's the only way I do turns.
I use other cars to slow me down in Forza.
I took the brake pedal out because I needed the extra weight.
Exactly. Dan Retta says, on the 10 from the chair, Chris said the Idris and some other ships are competing to be the next one released. What ships do you think will be out next? Have they been working on the Idris for a while? I want to see the Starfarer. I really do, because I own it.
I want to see an Idris.
And an Idris would be nice, because so many people own the Idris, and it's sort of an iconic ship, but it is sort of a limited ship, whereas some of the other ships that they haven't come out with yet either are more available.
I want to see the trash compactor.
Oh, you guys were saying Perfekt's not moving.
That's what I said.
Am I moving?
No, you're completely frozen. You have this really nice grin on your face like you just took a dump.
Yeah, it's kind of hot. Let me hold on. Let me Fuck you. And I go.
You know, I was going to say you got this. You're kind of leaning to the side. You got this very nice smile on your face. And, okay, bye.
Am I back yet?
No,
Yeah,
there
back.
you are. Now you're back.
I turned my video off and on. Maybe it's the webcam. I don't know.
But I would like to see like a new ship like called the Trash Compactor, and it's a salvage ship, and you just go out and you go out to Rex, and it kind of does the Wall-E thing. It just sort of grabs all the ship and just crushes it down, and then just hauls all the materials back, and you recycle them all.
Very nice. Okay, speculation question here, which we'll give to Mr. Core. He's good at this. What kind of missionary story elements would you like to look forward to after the Persistent Universe launches?
After? Well, before Squadron 42. But after. I honestly couldn't tell you. Like, if there are... I mean, there's going to be faction missions and stuff like that, but I don't think personally that they're going to, you know, put too much time into that. It'll be more like, look at this text dialogue and follow the objective, and then do the objective and get paid. I think the storylines and missions are going to be a little bit more like that and less actual interaction. But if there was such a thing, and if they are going to come out with well, maybe not procedurally generated, but at least, you know, they're going to come out with new storylines and new things along the line that are, you know, somewhat along the lines of Squadron 42, but just completely separate from it. I don't know. I mean, maybe something Black Ops-y or piratey, or, you know, something that would make the storyline.
Yeah, it's a little bit far ahead. You're basically talking about expansion before we haven't even got the game yet.
That's what I was about to say. This is expansion material. I mean, if you're talking about like Squadron 42 level of sort of tightness in terms of quality, then it's going to have to be an expansion, like a paid expansion. Storylines that continue through the Persistent Universe, I think will be a lot more organic and a lot more about players working together to reach some sort of universal goal. Like, you know, there's something the UEE needs to build this device or something, and so there needs to be these resources harvested to make the device, and then there needs to be people who are, you know, working on putting it together, or, you know, things like that, you know, synthesizing certain materials, etc. You know,
no matter how I look at it, when it comes to these sort of games, like I see most stories and most quests are basically just a text dialogue with green text at the bottom telling you what to do. I mean, those are, you know, but a lot of the times what the quests are, and especially in the universe's largest star citizen, I have a feeling that a lot of them are going to be exactly like that, and they're going to be very simple, they're going to be very plain. Now, they might spend a lot of time, you know, fleshing it out or making it look like it's more, but at the end of the day, all you care about is the reward, right?
Yes. Okay, Ricko wants a question.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. All right.
I suck at these.
You were just fixing your hair. Yes.
I'm fixing my hair. Do I look good? Do I look good?
Do you all have a squadron within Imperium? This is to all the casters. Yeah, he said wall, but I'm thinking do you all. Unless he says a really bad accent. He's like, do you wall? So I do. I'm actually in exploration, but do they have a privateer division?
If you're in exploration, that means you're in a division. You're not actually within a squadron.
Oh, I see, a squadron. Oh, jeez. I'm not good with this whole breakdown of military stuff.
That's okay.
I am not going to join the squadron right now. There's squadrons that are forming in Imperium. I'm not going to join them right now. I will join them closer to launch.
What is it, sort of like a sub-guild?
Yeah, like a subgroup. Like a specialty.
Right. Right now, within the structure of Imperium, we have Fleet Command splits down into 3 divisions, which get split down into squadrons. And the squadrons, basically, people can create their own. They can be completely auxiliary, or they can be somewhat official. Right now, the only option is to be auxiliary. And people can create their squadrons. They can set their own goals. They can, you know, make their own art. They can make their own backstory. They can kind of organize themselves as a subgroup within Imperium. And that's kind of currently what squadrons are.
Okay. Very nice. Okay. Question here from Nebe Habe. How many features do you think the beta will sorry. How many features do you think the beta will have available? Do you think beta will be a final stage to find bugs, or if so, do you think the system requirements will be similar for final release? We're ways away from that.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's even a relevant question, because I don't think as a consumer it matters to us what stage it's called, or whether it's called beta or whether it's called alpha. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
we have
Happy.
there's no information on this right now. We are way too early for this question to be answered.
Okay, Kajaber asks, did they say anything on gambling on races? I hope you can gamble.
I hope you can gamble.
Yeah.
You better fucking be able to gamble.
I mean, it's a good money sink.
We'll invent one.
Right.
Do it internally.
If you cannot gamble, I will fucking find something to gamble on.
Oh my god. Yes, there should be gambling, and there should be a way to set a race so that, there should be illegal shit that goes around gambling too.
That'd be great.
Why the hell not?
Fixing races and stuff.
Why the hell not?
Okay. Is there Boiled on asking, is there a Reddit thread of the week? No. Sorry.
That's almost like the answer to your question. No, fuck, eh?
No, fuck it. All right, Legendary Neurotoxin asks, will there be space weather like solar flares, things that will create electrical... Okay, Trendane, this is yours. I think Trendane really wants to answer this question.
Since I read the question, I was just like, oh my god, because ionic storms are awesome. I would love to see a system whereby if you're not paying attention and there's like a coronal mass ejection or something that's coming towards your ship and you have not been paying attention to the space weather channel, you're going to wind up getting hit with an EMP that is going to knock your ship out. I would also like to see... That's what I was going to say. I would also like to see if there's like a big CME warning for a given section, because of course it's just going to go in one direction. It's not going to go out in all directions at one time. So there will be a corridor of risk. And if there's a planet that you're in orbit or something, if there's like a Lagrange point in the planet's shadow where it will absorb or deflect the things so that you're safe while you're behind it. But if you're in orbit around it, you need to make sure that you are not on the front side when this thing hits, or
There are some stars, when they go supernova, put out a gamma burst, and it literally, if one were to hit the Earth, it would take us out. Like, it could take out most of the solar system.
If our sun goes supernova...
No, not our sun. I'm saying
if a sun...
I'm talking about millions and millions of light years away. Could the energy still could hit us because
that gamma radiation isn't going to do much. If you have to be, I can't remember. I read this at some point. You have to be pretty close for the gamma radiation to be able to actually do some damage to you. And at that distance, you'll probably end up as some sort of high energy plasma.
Science.
Anyway, science. Yes.
We're talking science now.
It's just written backwards, but yeah.
It is written backwards.
That's fucking backwards.
That's tricky.
And it's backwards on the stream too. So.
Oh, fuck off! Seriously?
Yeah. It was.
No.
Zane says gamma radiation will never hurt anybody. I beg to differ.
It doesn't. Gamma radiation doesn't.
I heard that when a gamma burst comes out, it will burn the ionosphere off the planet and everyone will die.
When the sun goes supernova.
Not our sun, any sun. If we're in the line of the path of fire.
Yes, we'll have a lot of problems, a lot more problems than the gamma radiation.
If Beetlejuice goes supernova, you're saying that the gamma radiation from Beetlejuice will fry us, is what you're saying.
Don't say it one more time, please.
Beetlejuice?
Oh my god, now he's going to be here. That's our guest for next week, folks. Beetlejuice. All right, next question from Warwolf. Rumor Central says that Squadron 42 is going to be coming out in chapters. The final chapter will be released at the same time as the Persistent Universe. You can't complete Squadron 42 and have it. You can't complete Squadron 42 and have it affect your character that has already entered the Persistent Universe. Would you complete Squadron 42, or would you jump straight into the Persistent Universe without citizenship?
Well, probably, and I will say this tentatively. The Persistent Universe, when it launches, is going to be so fucking unstable that it's better just to finish Squadron 42 before you actually try to go into Persistent Universe. But if it would work perfectly, and I'm not saying it will, then I'll probably say fuck Squadron 42 and just move on to Persistent Universe. But that's me.
Thanks for the Wikipedia link. I'm trying to see if it says whether or not it'll kill everything. Oh.
Isn't that part of radiation exposure, gamma rays? Isn't that one of the
but
big...
it's just what it does to the Earth itself.
We all turn into Hulks. It's fine.
Oh, I'm cool with that.
Domo smash.
As long as I'm Hulk 2099.
All right, so basically, it basically says all life on Earth will end if we get hit with a gamma ray burst.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, but when are we going to get hit with the gamma ray burst?
It has to be the star had to go supernova with the ejector shooting directly at us. I mean, it's like it's nearly impossible, but it could happen.
Theoretically.
Theoretically, it could happen. Yeah. All right. So next question is for Ricko. Will the base be broadcasting space weather reports?
Yeah, if I can. Fuck, I'll be like, and in the weather today, in the, what sectors? Somebody name me a sector, quick.
The Hoth system.
Omega? All right, in the Omega sector, you'll have a mass ejection from the sun. Now, you want to avoid the north quadrant. Do a detour. You know, shit like that. We'll do it.
That sounds great.
It's easy.
You will have to have some seriously close to real-time, if not advanced knowledge of what solar weather is going to be happening.
It's so big. I'm sure we'll have one of our members getting hit by it when I say it.
All we need is a big boobed person standing in front of a screen of some sort and then just pretend to say shit about the weather. That's meteorology, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if there's a spider building its web in front of the camera, and so when it's green screened in, it looks like it's attacking her hair. That would be perfect.
Legendary Neurotoxin is actually asking real questions.
He does.
He's known for that. Yeah, so it's okay.
It would also be interesting to see, just to tie this in with the earlier question, how something like a gamma ray burst or a CME or any kind of an electromagnetic pulse would affect the jump points, if at all.
Whether it would destabilize them or
at least while it's going on. So somebody doesn't know about it. They jump in and just bang, they're right in the middle of this thing. They are screwed.
Or if they're in warp when it starts, does that mean, or they're in a jump when it starts, does that mean what if they end up somewhere else? What if the craft sort of just accidentally pilots itself into a star because there's some weird thing going on?
No, you're kind of. I'm sorry, Ricko. Go ahead.
No, that's fine. Go. You know it's more shit.
Well, I was going to say that at that point, once you're in the jump corridor, you're basically outside of the space-time continuum, or at least this part of it. So it wouldn't, unless it hits on the end of the thing and follows you into the thing. In which case, once you jump out on the other end, well, no, because it won't be able to make piloting adjustments while it's going through the corridor. So it'll be bouncing all over the place. Unable to navigate through the corridor. So
unless it's actually some sort of disturbance.
Oh, he's gone. He's gone again. It's just awesome. He's got like this.
We have Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Obviously, your argument is invalid. Okay, so
that question is from Blowdown. Blowdown, says, did the sock formerly belong to someone? Boil down. Did the socks formerly belong to somebody from the Red Hot Chili Peppers? So this is the famous socks on their cocks.
A buddy of mine is recording at Abbey Road in about a week. I did not need to see that.
And I'm kind of worried because they're going to be the special musical guest at the Super Bowl this year, and so Flea says he's going to come out with his rooster out.
That's nice.
Which is a major malfunction for the.
I really loved his the pants that he had.
The ones that made of teddy bears. Yes,
I loved
the teddy bear pants. Yes. Welcome back, Perfekt.
Yeah.
You were like mid-sentence there.
I was like mid-sentence and then it disappeared.
Poor Perfekt. He's having bad internets. All right. Let's see. Next question. From Legendary Neurotoxin. Will there be a lot of off-axis facilities? By off-axis, I mean things that are above or below the galactic disk.
Oh, like 360. True 360 type of deal.
The question is, how do you get to them easily? how do you travel to and from them? I mean, you'd have to do some sort of custom jump point thing. As far as we know, nobody has the technology to actually manufacture a jump point, so I don't know if you'd actually want to leave the relative safety of a solar system.
So we're talking about having a station that's like above the plane of the ecliptic?
Yes, above the ecliptic plane. Yep.
Go ahead.
I don't see what the issue is. Sorry, maybe I'm not understanding the question. Is it planet, plane, bunch of stations on that plane?
It's not actually in a galaxy. It's like an intergalactic space.
Solar system, not galaxy.
Like in the middle of buttfuck nowhere type of deal.
Yeah, but outside the ecliptic, like you look at a galaxy, it's always flat and thin. It's
a good example. We had Voyager 1 and Voyager 2, right? The two probes that were released. One went from Earth out through the planets to see all the various planets. The other one went up so that it could eventually, go out that way. Then if you had a station out there, like holding at a Lagrange point somewhere where the pull of the sun and the push out of the solar wind and everything are in balance, so it doesn't move. It just stays there. You could have a station or something out there, but it would take so long to get there.
Yeah,
because you're not going to have jump points within a system. Not that go from one point in a system to another point in the same system. I'm still convinced that if you try to fold space that tightly, it's like trying to break a crayon into 8 pieces. No, it just doesn't work.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think that would be possible. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I feel like going into extragalactic space or intergalactic space, whichever one you want to use, they're pretty much the same thing. And that would be really dangerous.
Also, we don't know exactly how fucking stuck you can get out there. I mean, if you do, I think the whole reason why we're sticking to these galaxies, because to get from one galaxy to the next, I mean, it's going to take like half an hour of flight, not between the jump points, but between the actual galaxies that you're in. Now, if you want to fly from one jump point to the next jump point without using the jump point, you're gonna take a while.
And there's solar systems, not galaxies.
Sorry, solar systems. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Just say
Within the
system.
galaxy.
That makes it easier.
System.
Yes. All right. Next question. Where can I buy Trendane soft toy?
Excuse me?
When can you buy? Deep Titanic wants to buy a Trendane soft toy.
Why?
I don't know. Do you have a soft toy Trendane?
No, they're all quite firm.
He's firm, ladies and gentlemen. He's firm.
Only slightly used.
I'm sure we can find a website, give a picture, and they'll make a plushie.
See, the funny part is Trendane already is a furry. So having a furry, a small furry of a big furry could be done.
Yeah.
It's just a stuffed animal, smaller.
Good.
So I guess they want to buy one of you, Trendane. You have one. We're going to work on that next week.
I'll get one and give it away on the radio station.
There you go.
But you have to feed it socks.
Oh, come on. What the hell with socks? Fuck.
I don't know. I'm still convinced that dryers eat them. That's how dryers... They don't actually run on electricity. They eat socks. And you have stuffed animals, you have to feed them pillows every now and again to survive. It's their diet.
True story. They do eat them because I had to pull one out of a freaking pump.
Interesting.
No,
okay. Now, a question from Legendary Neurotoxin. I guess this is our last question, so we'll wrap it up. What kind of trails, residues, and other evidence will be left behind in the vacuum of space? Things shouldn't dissipate so quickly, so traces of usage should linger for a bit. We don't know what kind of drive systems they're going to be using. Ion drive, maybe? I don't know.
And it will depend on the star.
How much wind is pushing out of the stuff?
Yeah, it's like a main sequence K-type star is not going to push out as much as a G-type.
Why am I slightly turned on by all the science talk you're giving away, Trendane?
I don't know.
That's his bag.
Jesus, fuck.
I'm sure there's going to be a few people who are like, why the fuck don't you talk about this on a regular show, Trent?
It's okay.
You wait for the one where we go off the rails and talk about dick all the time, and then you start talking. You notice that we had 65 listeners while we were talking about nothing, and then we dropped down to 58 when we started covering real games.
Real stuff, yeah.
Now
it's coming back up again. Yeah, it's really weird. And then when I go post this, I'm going to get nothing but hate on Reddit. They'll be like, you guys suck so bad. You talked for 4.5 hours. Well, when we were talking about the Vapid stuff, the numbers went through the roof.
Yeah. And the funny part for me, the funny part for that is, it's like, did you watch the whole thing? Yes. What the fuck are you doing? Why would you willfully subject yourself to something you hate?
Yeah. I love that. People go, I watched the entire 2 hours and you guys suck. Well, Jesus Christ.
And they come back next week and be like, I watched it again and you still suck.
Did you click the like button or the dislike button? Click one of the fucking things. I don't care.
Yeah. Navy Plays MCs want to know what we're talking about. We're talking about Minecraft. So, thanks for coming.
Yeah.
I guess that's it, right?
Really?
Yeah. It's a good
1.5 hours.
Hour and a half, yeah. That's good.
It's not bad. Not bad at all.
Not bad. We're a little less vapid tonight. All right, so everybody who's here watching, before you go, please click the follow button. That way you'll get notified when we go live with our show again next week. So right down there, I'm trying to get to 1 million subscribers. I'm close. I'm at 563. I only need 999,000.
564.
64?
Just got one.
Just got one, baby. Oh, yeah. Thanks so much. Ooh, yeah. Oh, and I got partnered by Twitch, so at some point we're gonna have fun little things for you guys who are regulars. There'll be like little things. I don't know. We'll get it set up though. It'll be fun. There'll be things, little buttons. We'll have like little addresses and little freelancers that you can put next to your names. It'll be great. So, all right. So next week we'll be back for more suck.
Did you say suck or sock? Because I'm starting to, it's
said
kind of
one, but meant both.
I'm not sure. Did you say suck? Because, that's a guy.
Does it?
Sock, this a guy.
Does it really matter? I mean,
no, not really.
Yeah.
In the dark, it's all good.
Boiled Down has this all broken down into a nice boiled down, condensed, accurate statement. Starcasters won't watch Wingman's Hangar because it's slightly vapid, yet Redditors will watch Starcast when it's pegging the needle vapid and they think it sucks.
Now, hang on a second. Okay, listen. I'll watch Wingman's Hangar again when there's actually stuff going on with Star Citizen. Right now, there's nothing.
Well,
really
now you just basically told people don't watch this show, but it's a little late because they're already an hour and a half in.
Way to go!
Exactly.
And every now and again, Wingman's Hangar has some really good-looking guys on there, So.
Well, last week was pretty good, right?
So was this one.
The beard.
Nice beards.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, Ricko, you're rocking a beard, which is excellent.
No, this is 3 weeks worth of work, man. Seriously.
God damn, Tobrin. Oh wait, you're not Tobrin. Never mind,
Tobrin is trying so hard. He's like going every day to try to push the little hairs out.
He'll make it. He'll make it. He's still young.
Yeah.
Don't say it like
He's
that.
Trying.
He's still young. Even I won't say it like that, man. I sound like a total fucking creeper. And the fact is that I'm pretty much old enough to be his father, which makes it worse. Which reminds me of a joke I'm not going to tell. So.
All right.
No point.
All right, so let's go around the room. We'll finish up with Ricko, and we'll call it a night. So, Perfekt. Tell us about your channel, please.
So you can find me on Twitter at Perfekt Nerd. It's perfect with a K. I am on YouTube at youtube.com/user/perfect_nerd. And that's where I post my music there right now. I will eventually start posting gameplay stuff there. I've got a couple tracks I'm working on right now. One is a remix of Midna's Lament from Twilight Princess, and the other one's an original track. I've made pretty good progress, actually. I'm having a lot of fun with the remix. It's pretty cool. So look for that.
Excellent. All right, Mr. Core.
I have recently begun streaming again. Last Saturday, I rebooted my channel, and I'm streaming every night, starting 4 hours before 3 hours before StarCast starts. So that would be 2 p.m., not 3 p.m. Anyway, Pacific. What I'm trying to say is I'm back every fucking night for 4 hours a night, streaming whatever the hell I feel like. And right now, currently, that's Daisy, I'm afraid. But we'll see where it goes. And if you ever feel bored, stop by my channel, and we'll have a fucking conversation.
Very nice. All right, Trendane.
Well, as indicated, right here, it's Trendane everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere.
See this. By the way, Ricko, is how you're supposed to do this. While Core is talking, or while I'm talking, you sort of do your hand like this, and then you sort of extend a pinky so that you point at a given target on the screen, so that you see exactly, and then you're like, okay, the E in my name, the second E, is right about here. So you're like, and then it goes this way. So you sit there, and then you look all pro and shit, and you're like, it says Trendane everywhere, and you're like, yes, that's right. I know exactly where my whatever the fuck thing. Yeah.
Hold on.
Excellent tip.
Go ahead.
Oh no.
What happened?
He's waiting to point and see where he's using his reference finger.
Gotcha.
So yes, I am Trendane everywhere, and thank you, by the way, none other, for posting our links to our various Twitters and whatnot. And thank you also, who was it? Squirrel, for the Amish chin strap reference on his beard. Very funny. I love that. Very, very cool.
If you were to say we have neck beards, I would say Ricko is probably the closest to a neck beard.
Yeah, because his is like at half mast. It's not even all the way up to the top. Aside from that, if you go over to the Robert Space Industries forums and stuff, you can look up my narrations of the Galactic Guide.
Yeah, you guys need to listen to that. They're really good.
Yeah, they're really good, guys. Yeah. Go listen to
them. So if you don't like to read
Share
words, like just too many words, just start playing Trendane's rendition, and you just listen to it while you do other things.
Really quick correction. It's there's no underscore in my YouTube thing.
Oh, that's right. You changed it.
It's no underscore.
Okay. And now, Mr. Ricko.
You can find me at Ricko.ca. That's my website that I had for years, but on there's nothing new. You'll find me on the base, streaming every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. That's midnight Universal Time on Saturdays, technically. I stream from 7 till 10. Every kind of music. This Friday, we're going to give away an Avenger.
Nice.
Where else can you see me? You can, that's about it. I don't have a Twitter. I don't use that stuff. Don't need
Twitter,
it.
it's overrated.
It's overrated. It's a bunch of birds and it tweets. But yeah, you can find me at radio.starcitizenbase.com. That's the website for the radio station. It's currently playing at 192 kilobits per second. So that's almost, I think it's, that's better than CD.
It's better than CD, 128.
Yeah. So it's a lot better. We're streaming like that. You can get us also at starcitizenbase.com, then leave some feedback there. My username over there is Ricko13. And if you have any suggestion, comments, or, you may want to be a DJ, because some of you have the potential.
He's trying to volunteer us there, guys.
Yeah, all of you. And you can make a show. It's pretty easy. Just contact me at Ricko@Ricko.ca. So RICKO at RICKO.ca.
Absolutely lovely.
There was a lot of letters in that.
No.
It's
fine. It's like this right here. See that?
Oh, perfect. He pointed right at it. Perfect.
No. See that? That's skill, buddy.
He got right. Nailed it.
See, and you said RIMETHODUFLOVE.CAK thing.
What?
I'm lost.
Just carry on. Sorry, I'm trying to be vapid and to find useful information at the same time. Though by the time I find the link to my thing, it's probably not the link to my thing, but the link to the Galactic Guide. Somebody else will probably have already posted it. So.
I already did.
Already did.
Fuck,
that was Mr. Perfekt did already.
I was on it.
Oh, and then and people want a Bieber marathon on your show.
No,
Ricko.
not gonna happen. And for Werewolf that said he wonders why people put a 13 after their name. That's because of the length, buddy. The length in inches.
Wow, centimeters. All right. Oh yeah, I'm Geekdomo. Geekdomo everywhere, of course. But I've been doing 30 days of DayZ. We're wrapping up. We're on day 27 today. So 28's tomorrow. Should be finishing up before the end of the week. And Trendane's got a new water bottle. I
melted the old one.
Good. It was already melting on its own. I think you got millions of pounds of chemicals in your system from that bottle. But anyway, so that is what I'm doing right now. And then I'm finishing up with DayZ, and we're going to start doing Rust real soon. I'm just waiting for the ability to start streaming some EverQuest Next Landmark, which will be a little while. And, of course, we can't do much streaming Star Citizen because all we can do is look at the fish tank.
Pretty much.
Oh,
What?
that
What?
was another question of what's the next fish you want to see in the fish tank?
I'd like to see.
Yeah, that's what I thought. We need a Plecostomus, something that's.
Oh yes, I would love to see a Plecostomus, but they don't go. That's a saltwater tank, and a Plecostomus would explode in the saltwater tank.
It's a saltwater.
It doesn't have to be an earth Plecostomus.
Okay.
Red snapper.
Some sucker cleaning fish would be great. A snapper. I don't want to see a snapper.
Or little shrimp.
One of those deep sea fish with a little thing on the end of its head that it's like trying to get you to come in.
An anglerfish?
Anglerfish, yes.
Anglerfish, yeah.
With the big
I'm pretty
teeth.
sure they wouldn't like it. It's pretty
No,
bright
but
in
it was
that.
pretty.
Very bright in there.
Very pretty, though. All right. So I guess that's it, everybody.
Torture them for
I do
your
have one more
amusement.
thing.
One more thing.
More thing?
Go. Yeah.
Okay, at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern, there's
In
going to
20
be
minutes?
a DJ on the base in 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
20 minutes. His first show, so if everybody tunes in and makes him nervous, that'd be even better.
Absolutely.
I want to hear the shakiness in his voice.
So how many people did you have? You were supposed to tell us.
Right now, I'm at the peak was almost 15. We're at 13, so that's pretty good considering we're not actually having a proper show.
It's a proper show.
Nah, on the first official show, we hit 150.
A real quick question from Zane. Who is the best bass co-host with the name that starts with Z?
Well, the only one who has a bass is Mr. Perfekt, so I would go with him.
But it starts with Z, so it'd be Frank Zappa.
This is perfect.
I think he's trying to say his name, but I'm not going to say it, Zane.
Oh, bass.
We're all adding
with an
letters
E.
to our name.
I thought you
Don't
meant
you
bass
think-
with 2 S's. Sorry.
No, that would be bass.
All
right.
Zen, CoreofexisteNz.
What? What's wrong with me?
Or existence.
There's a Z in it. Yeah, go ahead.
It ends with the core of
There we
existence.
go. I'm the best DJ, obviously.
And if you wrote it, Ricko, then it would be at the beginning because you would have written it backwards, not realizing that it would be turned around anyway.
Good point.
So perfect.
Exactly.
You're supposed to have your middle finger up in front of the note while you're doing that.
Science.
There you go. Yeah. Perfect.
All right, everybody. Thanks for coming tonight. We had a really good show, and we were I've never been this vapid in my life.
Oh, you just
If
wait.
we get more vapid, I'm just going to evaporate.
Ooh.
Float away.
And then defenestrate?
It didn't defenestrate, and then I'll condensate. All right. So until next time, we're all going to say see ya.
Take care of this.
Have a good night.
Bye-bye.